Hello, and welcome to episode 10 of our football series. Welcome back to the Ball Knowledge Podcast. We've made it to episode 10, boys.
Double figures.
Landmark.
There you go.
As always, I'm your host, Ismail, and I'm joined again by MK and Aslam.
Okay.
Today, we are going through the Premier League fixtures for the weekend. We won't discuss them all in great detail, but we'll discuss the main ones in great detail. We'll start off 12 o'clock kickoffs. We'll start with the one on TV. Chelsea at home to Manchester City.
Big game. Very big game. That'll be
Yes.
incredible.
City coming in off of a draw to Southampton, and Chelsea coming and beating Tottenham 3-0 away from home.
Do you know what? Chelsea, City do have the injuries though. That's why, Chelsea have one injury and City have two big ones. Two centre backs. So it will be Ake and Diaz, and I'm not too sure those two can handle Lukaku.
What?
Especially when
Will Laporte not be there?
Laporte apparently is not playing. That's what Pep said. I'm not sure that's true. But you never know with Pep. But Laporte and Stones are out apparently. So that happens. That's Ake and Diaz. And I'm not too sure Ake and Diaz can stop Lukaku, especially when Werner will play. Because apparently Mason Mount's out. So if Mason Mount's out, Werner will be in. And Werner will just keep running behind and creating space. We won't do nothing with the running behind.
Don't worry. Judging from Lukaku's current big game record, 0-2, they don't have much to worry.
Yeah, actually, this is my game. Lukaku is finally scores in a big game for a while because they don't really score many. But yeah, this is Chelsea's to lose. I think Chelsea are the favourites.
Well, they have to be the favourites, isn't it? I mean, they're coming off what?
3 wins in a row.
4-0 if Tuchel wins again.
Yeah.
And City are so depleted. They have no left back. They have no
Zinchenko.
striker, sadly, even though they're playing their current recognised striker as a right winger.
Where Jesus.
But
They call him wing. Apparently, City fans like him at the wing. They're saying he's playing better there. I don't even thought he was number 9 like that. I thought he was just more of someone like a wide, like an inside forward. He didn't really look like a winger to me.
I think what will be more interesting in this game is how Chelsea set up. Like, will they try and do what Liverpool do a lot, which is try to match up City, at least for a time, and try to overpower them? Or will City try to come out and press? Because from what we saw from the opening half, at least, of the Chelsea-Liverpool game, Chelsea's midfield isn't as press resistant as it seems on paper. Like, they were getting pressed to hell. And they were giving up mistakes a lot. So I think City's pressing is underrated, and that midfield battle will be very important.
I think
at different times it's flipped the game. Do you know the game that Aguero missed his penalty? City were dominating that game, and until that penalty miss, City were on course to win. And then after half time, everything flipped. But for that first half, City were dominant.
Even if you say with the left back, they'll probably play Zinchenko. He's injured.
Zinchenko is still very good, obviously. I'm not.
If he's available, then he's good. And Cancelo can play left back. So they're not really that depleted at left back. But centre backs, that's the big issue because you can't have that kit up with Lukaku.
It was a tongue-in-cheek comment. Don't worry, MK.
I know I know we're under the impression that Chelsea might win this, but I will add: when was the last time you remember City dropping points back to back in the Premier League?
So very likely. I don't know. I think City will come out stronger. I actually think City might win this.
I think City will win it as well.
Pep is he wants to be the type of manager to create a siege mentality, even though he is sieging everyone else with all the financial clout he has. So I think, considering everyone will be looking at Chelsea as title favourites and favourites in this game at least, it really plays into his hands. And I feel like when he's more, like when the pressure's on him more, he's more bound to make those, dodo mistakes. Whereas when he hasn't got anything like going for him, he's just like, I'll just play my natural game. I'll try to overpower you. So I think this actually plays more into Pep's hands than Tuchel's.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why I'm going for a 2-1 City win. I believe in City.
Isn't it at the bridge though?
Yeah.
So what?
This is
City have piped Chelsea 6-0 at the bridge. Doesn't mean anything.
I believe that this is Tuchel. This is Tuchel, so this is not happening. They're not losing. It's a 1-0 Chelsea win.
Oh, I
think Marcus Alonso scores. I don't know why.
I think City have a good quality in the fact that when they drop points, they come back stronger in the next game, and they know they need to win this game to prove something to them, because they did just drop points to Southampton at home. Again, they probably should have won.
And they'd probably be like what?
Yeah, probably should have
7, 8
lost.
points behind already if they've lost. I think.
How many points behind?
This is
Yes,
I
at the
know it's like,
moment,
what, 5,
City
6
are
games into the
3
season.
points behind Chelsea.
So
So it could be 6 points if they lose. So this is already potentially like a must win,
Yeah,
especially how we think the title race will go anyway. So
I'm
Yeah.
going a 2-1 City win.
1-0 Chelsea. Chelsea
you
go
can't copy me, Usman.
And I put in 2-1 on the predictor app ages ago.
Yes.
Fine.
He knew he predicted.
So
He
1-0
even called earlier than you, so as I start copying him. But I'm having 1-0 Chelsea.
Fine, I'll go. You know what? I'm going 2-0.
Clean sheet.
We
can
can
agree.
get
We can
1-0
agree.
City. I'll go 1-0 City.
That's not happening. They're giving you a clean sheet.
It's definitely not happening now because I believed in 2-1, but I couldn't
Well,
tell.
if you still got
Nathan
2-1, we can
Ake,
agree.
Come on.
Okay, fine. If we can agree, then I'm sticking with it. Shut up, MK.
Chelsea got this, man.
The other 12:30 kickoff, which isn't on TV, which is a bit weird. Manchester United at home to Aston Villa.
Who wants to watch Man United anyway? Let's be real. I don't even think MK wants to watch them. So.
You just
Well,
watch
Fred
it
played
for
on
Total
Watch
Sportec for the win.
But I'm only watching for that front three, obviously. Sancho, Ronaldo, Greenwood, but
Sancho.
well, you see when Sancho's bad games don't even look that bad. Like he's very technical, so his bad games don't even look that bad. Whilst like let's say, I don't know, Bruno, if he keeps losing the ball, it's one of the worst things to see. Or Fred, see when Fred Ramsek have bad games, it's the worst thing ever. But like when people like Sancho, Greenwood have a off game, all they do is just keep the ball and they don't do anything else. That's better than just losing the ball for fun. So I'm not really worried about Sancho. He didn't worry me. But we have Pogba anyways. We've got Ronaldo, Greenwood, and Bruno. So that's enough. And Villa terrible. They got an awful pivot. They look like Leon Bailey FC already. I just think that if he's not playing.
To be fair to Villa, they just pushed Chelsea to a penalty shootout.
Yeah,
and when they did play Chelsea, they were piping Chelsea. They just didn't take their flipping chances. Like, if you had Ings taking the chances that Watkins had, that could have been a completely different game. So I think
Chelsea did have a different team to both.
And plus, this is a Man United side that's already this season shown to be quite dodo against teams like Southampton and West Ham. So I think, put an actual great finisher there, because even last week they didn't have Antonio. This could be trouble. In the same breath, I'm still going 3-1 United. So
I think we should beat them. I think this is a team we should give 2 to 3. They've got an awful pivot. I'm not a fan of the defense. The manager's awful, and the attack is just, for me, Leon Bailey, and then he's not even playing. And Danny Ings.
Leon Bailey's questionable for the game. He's not ruled completely out though.
For say, he plays, we're in trouble.
He'll do what he did last week. Come on and make an impact.
Exactly. if he's available, then we've got to score 2 goals before he comes on. Because he's a problem. But yeah, even the only issue is on the same time as City game. And how the hell do I watch both games?
You don't.
One on TV, one.
You watch Chelsea and you follow the United. You have to be a true fan. You have to forget about Chelsea, Man City. Forget about it.
But that game's close. Why would you put that on? Why is Chelsea City 12:30 game? That's like, you don't put those type of games on 12:30, do you? You leave it on 5:30 or Monday 4:30 or something like that. Put North London on 12:30.
We as Liverpool fans had to endure when like Chelsea or Barcelona had their big ties and we were playing. And it's like, really, I still remember we piped Porto like 3-0, and there was also Man City Spurs at the same time, and it's like, why? This is so unfair. At least I got to catch the end of it, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but back to United. It should be 3-0. I'm going for 3-0.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm going.
Bruno hat trick.
I'll go 1-0 United.
You're going with a clean sheet for United, really?
Oh, let's go about this. 3-1.
Yes, especially with that defense. I mean, that Dodo captain you have, always making these silly mistakes.
Why Oh yeah, you didn't have. I was thinking, I was thinking, Fred's not captain. And then I realized, wait, it's not Maguire. But yeah, Maguire hasn't had a great start. But so he always starts slow. But the thing is, when he starts bad, we lose games.
You think slow? What does he not do slow?
I mean, we all saw the Euros. I mean, he played our winning campaign. Obviously, certain man missed penalties, but we won't get into that. But back to Maguire, slow start to the season.
That man from your team, you mean?
Yeah, not to them. Yeah. Remember, this is and yeah, well, obviously, I'm talking about both of them, but I'm obviously not onto them completely. Or like one of them who gets a boost play ratings on FIFA, absolute nonsense. But anyways, back on Maguire. I ain't worried about Maguire. But usually when Maguire has bad games, we lose games. But we're not losing because we've got an actual centre back next to him, Lindelof. So when Maguire kicks into form, we should be either winning more games. So hopefully he kicks into form today, not today, tomorrow, and we actually start winning properly with good performance. So I'm going for 3-1.
I'm going to change mine to 2-1 United.
That's
I think you're going to struggle coming out of it and, pop up in the second half and do what you always do.
That's true. So, then we got the big game at 3:00. Leicester Burnley.
Oh, no, we're going Everton Norwich.
Oh no, we're going Leicester. This is piping time, obviously.
Oh yeah, they have to win it.
Yeah, if Leicester don't win, this is terrible start from them. And they should win. I really feel like they should go back to an Iheanacho Vardy duo. I mean, Burnley are the perfect team to play because let's be real, they always start terribly, and now they've just got to as long as they get over the line, because they've also got Europa League campaign to get with. I'm gonna go with 2-1 to Leicester because they never make anything easy for themselves.
Yeah, Leicester against who games? Who's again?
Burnley.
1-0 Leicester. Barnes, come on now, Barnes needs to score.
Actually, the fantasy team, isn't he?
I'm just trying to obviously a little brief on FPL. My tactic is trying to get gems to score, cheap ones, so I can afford to play. It's not working. Havertz, he's not doing nothing. I have to take him out, and I got in Barnes. Now he's not doing anything. I'm having a howler so far, but yeah, back to Leicester. They got Sionku, so I think I should say 1-1. I'm pretty sure Sionku's suspended. Is he not?
No, I think he's fine.
Did he not red card? I swear he got a red card somewhere.
No, that was again.
I think he's still playing.
Yeah, that was a while ago, man.
Was that a Europa League game? I forgot where he got a red card, but where?
No, he got it against when they West Ham when they got piped.
Oh yeah, so he's back.
No, that was Perez.
Oh, I thought.
The dirty tackle, innit?
I might imagine something. Yeah, but I think they want Sionk. If I was Leicester fan, I want Sionk suspended so that Brendan Rodgers has no excuse to play him. He's an awful centre back. They absolutely miss Wesley Fofana. But I feel like going 1-1, but Leicester need to bounce back after that right now. So 1-0 Leicester.
I'll go 2-0 Leicester. I don't know, they haven't lost to Burnley since Burnley at home since the Championship in 07-08, so I think they'll be fine.
Burnley stink, man. I want relegated. Get them out of the Premier League. Awful team.
I don't have this problem with Burnley. I'm not gonna lie. I quite like them.
I don't mind if they were the long ball team, whatever. They can do that what they want, but they always do these challenges where they leave.
You're just a hater.
I mean, if anything, Burnley go down, they get replaced by West Brom, who go down again the next season.
Exactly. At least Burnley are consistent.
Yeah, West Brom always sign some ballers, but who did Brighton sign? I mean, not Brighton, Burnley. He was the early one.
Cornet, what a baller.
He had a good game against Arsenal.
That's not hard.
Exactly.
If he started, I don't know if he started, but I don't think he started. If he started, they would have won.
No, he came off the bench, but he did well for however long he was on the pitch for.
Yeah, I'm not going to take
the other big game, as Usman said, Everton Norwich. That should be a big piping. 3-0.
1-0 Everton. I'm going. They get smashed them up. Gray. They got ballers. Got tons of score. Calvert-Lewin, is he back? Calvert-Lewin's back. Definitely scoring.
No, he's not. He'll be back next week.
Calvert-Lewin's not playing. Richarlison's not playing. Seamus Coleman out. Fabian Delph out. Pickford out.
Yeah, that's the
Okay,
thing.
okay, 1-0 Leicester. I mean, 1 Everton, sorry.
Dini's got a calf
MK,
injury.
you
Yeah.
still have to remember that they're playing Norwich. Even without all these players, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
It's
2-0.
Norwich.
It's like, yeah, Norwich are so bad, but those players, all of them going, Everton don't have that great squad depth. Rondon will play.
Supported Norwich as well, but they've been
Support them,
terrible.
both the team.
Even I can admit they've been terrible. I'm going 3-0 Everton.
2-0 Everton. 2-0. If that all this players fit, it'll be like 4-5.
It'll be a big bounce back because they've lost 2 on the bounce. Yeah, they
Good.
lost in the Carabao and the Premier League.
I'm going to 5-0 Everton.
Oh my gosh.
We've
To
got
be
2-0.
honest, I don't even. I'm not even like that. That's not scary. Like, that's
Did you
about right?
Did you know this match takes place 28 years to the day of Norwich's biggest ever Premier League away win, which was
Was it again?
5-1 at
Yeah,
Goodison.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's like Goodison Park. I think worse. This should be comfortable to win. Like Norwich has.
Yeah, it is
3
at
point
Goodison.
Yeah, Norwich are like a game where if you don't get 3 points, you have to look at the manager and think, yo, what happened here?
I'm not right. I
Every
don't think
team,
look at him.
Newcastle to top of the league, Chelsea, every team should say, "Your Tuchel got it wrong," or Bruce got it wrong. You cannot lose or draw to Norwich. It's not happening. I don't care what team. Norwich are Norwich are not better than some teams of the Championship. I truly
I
agree.
mean, they clearly are.
No, because Buendia was the one carrying him. If you forget, Buendia was literally the main man. Now he's gone. You're looking at Cantwell, who's not really anything special, and Pookie, who's rubbish,
Best friend.
and have a rubbish defence.
Another 3 o'clock game. Leeds at home to West Ham.
That's
I will.
Leeds.
Oh yeah, I will add Leeds. Bamford is out. Poch is out. Llorente is out. Strick's out with a red card. Ayling is questionable with a knee injury. Harrison's ill, and Rafinha's got a hip injury.
No
And-
way.
Antonio's back for West Ham.
Oh,
Yes, San Antonio's
West
out.
Ham-
This would actually be another piping. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, Leeds have missing all those players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When things like that happen, we always have some fluky result, but it's still going to be a 2-0 West Ham win.
I'm going 3-1 West Ham.
I'm going 3-0 West Ham.
If Rafinha doesn't
Come on,
play, there's
man.
no point of Leeds turning up.
Dan James is getting a goal. Let's be real.
He ain't doing shit. He ain't doing shit.
Watford, Newcastle.
Yeah, the last
That's
of the
like-
3 o'clock games.
Yeah, that had the potential to be the worst game of bar maybe Arsenal Tottenham.
Newcastle was who?
that is terrible.
Watford at home to Newcastle.
Well, what an awful game that is. The only game I could play a match that will probably Newcastle versus Burnley. That'll be one terrible sight. Although you could say McNeil and Maximan could do something for both teams. So they need to have something. They've got ballers. One team has a baller and the other team has a half a baller. He needs to do more take-ons, but he crosses the ball too much. But
What is your Burnley hate, man? We're talking about Watford and you brought them back up.
no, it's because I just can't stand Burnley. But anyway, back to Watford. Dennis and Sarr, they can score again. 2-1 Watford.
Yeah, I'm going 2-1 as well.
No,
I'm
you
also
can't
going
have to go-
2-1 Watford.
Oh my gosh. You know what? That's it. I'm going to have to change it. 1-0. 1-0 Watford. That's it.
Callum Wilson there? No, he's not. I don't think so. If Callum Wilson's fit,
Wilson's missing for like at least a month.
yeah, I can't see who else scores goals in that Newcastle team. The last time he
Uh,
scored wasn't it with that right back? No, it was Maximan, didn't it?
Out
Yeah.
for Newcastle, Dubravka, Dummett, Lascelles, Shelby, Wilson, and questionable Willock and Woodman.
I mean, we're happy with Woodman being injured.
Oh yeah, I forgot Wilson there. He's done absolutely nothing. So it's a
Huh? Yeah, has he got
spend in 25. That's new. Oh my god.
He came back.
Cut in and out.
Yeah, I should have took a picture of that. But yeah, are you still in what for Newcastle?
Yeah, no, so what are you going? 2-0? Okay, so we're going 2-1.
No, 1-0. No.
Okay, 1-0 for Arsenal. All right, 5:30 kickoff tomorrow at Brentford. Brentford versus Liverpool, which should be a good game.
Ooh, Saturday got some nice games, you know. Hey, Let's just swap the United and Brentford Liverpool. Who wants to see Brentford Liverpool? Actually,
Everyone. No one wants to see Villa.
If it's at Brentford's ground, we all want to see that. Is that Brentford's?
Yeah.
Oh, that's calm. That's a different story. But if it's at Anfield, it's literally a routine win. You got Van Dijk.
I'm
Oh, you're cutting off again.
Kick and bring him back.
As long as it's not James Milner.
Then he's
Huh?
back
You're cutting in and out.
in. Say it again.
Hold on. I'll try to fix this.
Well, Aslam's fixing his computer. MK, what do you think?
You know what? Shall I be cheeky and just go for a little Brentford little 1-1? Actually, I don't know why. It's like these type of games is always Brentford turns up. They're always, I don't know. I want to be cheeky and say Brentford 1-1. Because even though Liverpool are in ridiculous form, they can't be stopped right now. Even the second team are winning games. Even though it's Norwich, but who cares? A win's a win. They're doing well, Liverpool. And Salah, he's got to have a say in this game, like, as usual. But is Mane going to continue his little form? Or is he going to go back to being Mane again? Or Mane of 2021? I'm going to go... Actually, I don't know. I feel like going for a little cheeky 1-1 draw.
I mean, the last like 2 or 3 times you've predicted a draw for us and we've come out comfortable winners. So keep on going on that trend, please.
You want? I'll go for 1-1. Let's go.
Yeah, this is the first time since May 1947 that Liverpool and Brentford have faced each other in a league game.
19 what?
That's because Brentford.
Yeah, because Brentford
stayed in the top flight was 1947.
Yeah, that game ended 1-1. Brentford went down and we lifted the trophy that year.
Oh,
it's going to happen in reverse. 1-1. But anyway, lifting nothing.
All right.
Because this 5 games in.
Carabao Cup final, maybe, baby. That's the trophy you're lifting.
What are you lifting? Right. Participation trophy. Shut up then.
The Holy Out trophy. We can lift that when you get sacked.
Anyway, I have to say it will be 2-0 Liverpool.
Like when Tony's got dunk on Trent, back post, boom. I already see the vision. Morebo cross, bang. And Salah's going to respond as per. Yeah, he's too inevitable, man. Like him, Ronaldo.
Quite an attacking team, right?
Kind of. They're like a big of both. They can sit and then they can go forward, but they do like to attack a lot. But they won't do it against Liverpool. They're not like Leeds, where Leeds will just go for every team.
Yeah, I get that they probably won't try like fully attack against Liverpool, but then again, that's like respecting Liverpool and sitting back because you know what kind of a problem they are, and it's not going to work out. If they decide to, if they attack Liverpool, it will be an interesting game. If not, I'm sticking with what I'm going to say: 3-0 Liverpool.
I said 2-0, right? He said 1-1, so we'll see if that's right. Okay.
No, it's gonna be like a 4-1 Liverpool win. We know this. Salah, you might actually losing 1-0, and then Salah's just boom, boom, and then Mane scores, and then little Van Dijk.
I have a quick thing, right? Do you guys think Salah is in with a shout of being the best player in the world right now?
Benzema's just ahead, but yeah, he's
playing in a terrible league. Let's be real.
What? La Liga ain't terrible.
It really is. It really is. Let's be real.
Europe League winners. You got to remember this is a team that's 6th or whatever, they finished 7th, and then they beat United and also just about lost to the Champions League winners, Chelsea. So this is not
also it's still a terrible league.
Nah, Atletico are a little good team. They don't want to face Atletico.
You're the one that always violates Atletico Madrid.
Simeone football, that's why. Simeone football. The players they got, they shouldn't play like football they play, but they do have a good team.
Look, yeah. Real Madrid I'm sorry, but La Liga is just.
It's only Barcelona that's whack from the big teams. But if you're being real, La Liga is a tough league, and Benzema's got 7 assists, 6 goals. Nah, he's definitely the best player in the world right now, so far. But Salah is up there with a shout, 2nd, 3rd, easily. Probably 2nd.
Well, you talking about Benzema? I mean, yeah, he's the most informed player in the world at the moment, is he not?
Yeah, he's got 6 goals, 7 assists already. Like what?
You know what? Yeah, Salah would have probably 10 assists if he didn't play with Dodos.
Yeah, his expected assists not that high.
So, we're talking about Southampton Wolves, right?
Oh yeah, that Sunday game.
Yeah, the 2:00 kickoff on a Sunday.
Do you know what, that game is so weird because that's 2 teams that can't finish.
Yeah.
It was very hard to call that one. I don't know how to call this.
Southampton coming in with 4 draws and 1 loss in the last 5, and Wolves coming in with 1 win and 4 losses in the last 5.
Someone's got to give then. Someone's got to win. Which is why it's going for
I
draw.
think it's going to be 0-0 draw.
0-0.
I can't
I'm
lie.
going for 0-0. Wait, would you go for something? I'm going for 0-0.
Yeah. 0-0. I agree. It'll be terrible. Let's move on because they
Should
both
we
can't score.
should we try and guess how many shots each team's going to get on goal?
Southampton 17 and Wolves 15.
It'll be 40 in total, but they're useless. We'll move on to the best game, or the one with most potential for
4:30 game on the Sunday. Arsenal at home to Tottenham.
This is a class weekend of Barclays Premier League football.
Yeah. Arsenal coming in with 2 wins on the bounce. Tottenham coming in with 2 3-0 losses.
Yeah, it means nothing. It'll be 1-1. They're both
I'm going
terrible.
for Arsenal win here.
I feel like Spurs
Arsenal.
will come out strong.
It's at Emirates.
Yeah, and they'll score and they'll be like, oh yeah, we're so good. And then they'll forget about all that in the second half. They'll run out of legs and it'll be a 1-1 comfortable draw.
I'm going for it out. I don't know if it's audacious, but I just have a feeling Arteta's turned the corner. I think he's turned the corner.
No, he faced Burnley at Norwich. He didn't turn any corners.
And Wimbledon. Don't forget about Wimbledon.
Wimbledon, they won 3-0.
Which is why they're going to beat Tottenham 2-0.
I think
They're something like a hopeless team, especially at Emirates. They always lose at the Emirates. They can't win.
I think Tottenham bounced back on their last 2 losses and beat Arsenal 2-1 at the Emirates. I know they should have shown up last week, but in saying that, Kane isn't being Kane at the moment. Son was coming back off an injury. They sort of rushed him back. I think Tottenham understand how big of an occasion this is compared to the Chelsea game. And they know Arsenal haven't been that good this season, haven't proved themselves at all. They did just beat Norwich and they did just beat Burnley, but this is a step up. And I think Tottenham win 2-1 at the Emirates.
I think because the Emirates, they've got a terrible record. They don't win there.
Yeah, I think they've won like once.
Yeah,
in the last,
they barely win. You know, this is Nuno's debut.
They'll win again.
This is Nuno's North London derby debut. So because of that.
Yeah, and he knows that he's going to have to win it. Otherwise, Tottenham fans aren't going to like him.
Yeah, because he's not, so far, it's not really been that great. So that's why I'm going for an Arsenal win, 2-0.
Wow. Now on to the better game, Crystal Palace Brighton.
Wait, what did you predict?
Oh shit, what? 1-1.
Okay.
That's a bit of a yawn result. Both teams have won that.
Both teams are yawn anyway. We have to move on to the bigger teams now, who are, I think, both ahead of
another rivalry.
Palace Brighton. What a team.
Palace Brighton is another rival. This time, Brighton are actually much better.
The M25 rivalry.
The beta rivalry, as I call it.
It started off really weirdly. It was like, who was the Tottenham manager? The old Tottenham player was the Palace manager at the time, Venables, I believe it was. Him and the Brighton manager at the time, who I can't remember. I think what happened was when they faced each other, someone on the Brighton side chucked a coin at Venables. And that's how the rivalry started or some shit like that.
What?
Because then they just hated each other after that. Because Palace fans love Venables.
Serious?
Let me see. Maybe I'm wrong. How did the...
So they were working from just a little beef that happened in one game.
I mean, yeah, they're not really near to each other for them to be a big rivalry, are they?
Yeah, exactly. Brighton's like quite far away from Palace. Not too far, but it's not like a local rivalry, like a North London or a Merseyside.
Yeah, because Palace's local rivals technically are like Charlton.
Yeah, it is. Charlton. Even Tottenham are closer than to. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
From Croydon is closer.
More, I think. Palace's main rivals, technically, if we're talking about distance, should be Chelsea, Fulham, Brentford, and Millwall.
Yeah, definitely Millwall. But not.
But Millwall aren't going to come into the Premier League anytime soon. If anything, they're going to go down.
If they're bozos, and I hope they don't. But.
As he predicted a 2-2 draw.
2-2.
Yeah, he predicted a 2-2 draw.
Well, I disagree with him. I think this is going to be a Brighton win. 2-0 Brighton.
Ooh. At Selhurst Park.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Brighton are going to carry in a good form. Like, they got ballers. I like how they played it. They're finally cashing in on their XG because they were struggling last season.
You're saying that Palace have looked really good in the past few weeks when they decide to attack.
Yeah, because
they started off really stupidly because Vieira thought, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to sit back. But no, the way they need to go forward is attack because Gallagher's brilliant. I really hope he doesn't start Ayew and he starts Edouard.
It's got to be Edouard.
If he starts Edouard, then we're in for a good fucking game.
Yeah, the sellouts will be bouncing. It's an 8 o'clock kickoff, I think. So it's going to be it's always like a mad after at Palace, but we even more.
I was there for the last one, the last Brighton game.
Well, how was it?
Oh, it was fucking brilliant. I was in the home still stand as well.
I need to catch a Palace game quick because Palace have got ballers now. At least, but how was it? Like, was it the atmosphere? Was it loud or?
Oh yeah, especially because it's Brighton.
So it's even more like proper. You can hear it from because you know when you live kind of local, you can.
I can have Palace matches every week.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, you live around. Yeah.
Because we live quite near to each other, but I live closer to Selhurst Park.
Oh yeah, because from that area towards the.
Because it's basically where the big Tesco is. I live around the corner from there.
Oh yeah, that's okay from there.
Yeah, because I can walk to Palace whenever I want to, really.
Yeah, but my cousin lives close to there. But anyways, Palace's atmosphere is crazy, and I think now you're telling me this, and obviously the fake rivalry and the beef, 0-0, Monday night kickoff. Yes, I'm being boring. 0-0.
I think
Monday night kickoff's not that great.
Palace specifically. I know Brighton will come out with a good team. Yeah. Palace specifically, Vieira needs to pick the right team. Because if he starts with Ayew, then you're in for a problem. You shouldn't start Ayew. Ayew hasn't been on form for fucking ages now.
Yes.
You need to start Edouard. You start Benteke, and you start Zaha up front. Yeah, because Zaha knows the occasion. Zaha scores against Brighton. Yeah, Benteke last season, smash and grab goal right in the last minute against Brighton in the Amex. He can score against Brighton, and Edouard has been brilliant so far for them.
Yeah, exactly. And they could bring on Elise off the bench, or they can.
Yeah, and Gallagher behind them.
Yeah.
I love Gallagher.
Hopefully, he can make a plan with Palace. But Palace, now you're telling me this, I feel like would Vieira look at Brighton's form and think, "Oh, let me be wary of them," or will he say, "Screw it, it's Brighton, let's go for them"?
I think he needs to go for it. Because
he
can't sit back because it won't work if he sits back. Palace aren't that good defensively.
No, they're not set up defensively. They've got quite a centre back still, even though he's been all right there.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's more Palace defensively isn't as good as Palace going on the attack.
No, because they've got
you got proving it when Roy Hodgson was there. Everyone thought they were going to go down. Everyone thought they were going to go down this season as well. But since they started attacking, they drew 2-2 at West Ham. They beat Tottenham 3-0 at Selhurst Park. They can win this game.
And they missed a chance. Yeah, even Villa, they missed a good chance. And Klopp said it was the hardest 3-0 win he had because the fact that Palace were actually creating. So just if I was Palace, no Palace fan will ever be angry if they lost the game, but they went for it. They had shots, crossed it in, just about missed. Or keepers had a worldie. No Palace fan will be angry. Just go for games. That's why I'm always, when teams like Palace, Brighton's, not Brighton not doing it anymore, but Brighton needs to do this. Even like Southampton to an extent, those type of teams go for it. Even if it's City or whatever, go for it. And that's why Southampton had positives on against City because they were defensive, but at the same time they offered something up front. That's why they won a penalty, but you know what happened? They got denied of it one. But yeah, now you're telling me this. I want to revise my scoreline. I said 0-0. I said 3-0 before. Now I'm saying 2-1 Palace. Come Palace, local team.
I really want Palace to score a last minute winner. So I'm going to go 2-1 Palace as well.
Screw it. I want Palace doing. Screw it.
The rivalry started because Venables became Palace manager. Alan Mullery became Brighton manager. Mullery was captain of Tottenham and Venables was second to him, and they hated each other.
Oh, it's not for the manager beef.
Yeah, and so I think what happened was they were facing each other in the league, and Venables, Mullery got pissed off at the ref and started like putting his middle finger and shit up at the Palace fans, and that's how the rivalry started.
That's not a bad way to start rivalry, to be fair.
No, that's a pretty interesting way to start a rivalry.
With me, I want rivalries got law in the Premier League. As many forced rivalries as possible. I need some more, man. Let's have a little Wolves versus Burnley rivalry. Why not? Let's go
Okay,
for it.
if Palace, the key to winning it is not to respect Brighton and not to sit back. I know Brighton can pop shots off from wherever, but they need to be smart about attack Brighton.
Yeah, exactly. I want Palace to win simply because we need to, just kick off Brighton away from us because they're right next to the top three. They're not far off.
Yeah,
So we can't
Brighton,
winning,
especially because Brighton started off really well.
Yeah, they started off incredibly. So if they keep winning, if they beat Palace away, that's not a great. That's a very good win. Away from home, on Monday night kickoff. That's a really good win. So
if anything, other than one at Palace.
Yeah, we need Brighton to lose because I don't want Brighton come out of nowhere. Oh wait a minute, are Brighton a title race? We need to shut that down. We need to shut the talks down now.
I think Zaha scores.
Edward scores.
Edward does score, but I think Zaha definitely scores. Zaha loves scoring against Brighton. Do you remember the playoff games when he went and scored against Brighton at the Amex in the playoffs, like the semi-final?
Celebrations like that.
Yeah, when he ran toward, he slid towards the Palace fans and behind the goal.
Shells, man. He's like a Vardy, but like Vardy. He gets, but at least with Vardy, he never gets rattled. Or Zaha gets rattled a lot. So hopefully this game he doesn't do something stupid and rattles the Brighton away fans. Why not?
Yeah, because he scored a banger against them last time as well at Selhurst Park 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, he's class. Hopefully Zaha turns up. But yeah, I'm going for 2-1. Aslan went for 1-2-2.
Yeah, Aslan went 2-2.
Yeah, I'm going for 2-1.
Okay, that was a good video.
Yeah, it was.
We'll be back again next week. The last 2 debate episodes will be put up this weekend. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I will see you soon.
In a bit.